guys, it's that time again. Oh yeah. Last day of school. Graduation tomorrow. Oh yeah. Getting some good sleep. Had myself a cry. And it was a happy crying. It wasn't a sad crying. And it overcame me. Every so often I get this where I'll be so touched by something I'm either thinking or seeing, and I just get overwhelmed with compassion and appreciation for what I'm seeing or thinking, that I lose it. I just end up sobbing. And I really appreciate that when it happens, because it feels like God is sharing his heart with me about something, and I'm appreciating that fact, and it just overtakes me. So I had one of those. And what was it that I was touched by? It was I was watching these guys react to some Beatles music on YouTube, and their appreciation of it was so sincere that it just struck me as so precious, that I could share the joy that they had with the appreciation of the music, that it just touched my heart. So that was that. And then I think there was another crying episode. I think it had to do with Gaza, and just the magnitude of the horror there was just so overwhelming that I couldn't help but cry thinking about it. And then I was watching The Chosen, which is the 5th season is upon us. And there's a scene in there where Jesus is crying because of the lack of love and understanding he sees, as he knows he's about to be killed. And I always like this, even though I don't enjoy seeing the Lord in pain, I appreciate the depiction, because it just seems to make him more real and more relatable. Yeah. So that's that. And then there is the balance of the joy of, because actually all of this is joy, even though it's being expressed with tears. It's really tears of thanksgiving and love, which is the foundation for joy. And that's what Jesus was saying, to his disciples, that he has to go away for their joy to be full. And of course they didn't understand it at the time, but we understand it today, because that's how his kingdom came to us, replacing the kingdom of anxiety, fear, violence, and death with joy, peace, love, and hope. But I still am wondering how we actually do this. Because I know I've been teaching you guys about, if we just stand in the revelation and the love of who he is, then that presence in us together across the world will speak and bring light to dark places. And I do believe that. But I also feel like something's missing, there's some kind of action, whether it's a prayerful action or it's a state of mind, but there just seems to be another level of connectivity God is bringing us to, so we can actually see the fruit of our planting these seeds of faith. So stay tuned on that one. I'm not a good person for goodbyes. Maybe because I have such a strong connection with the people I work with, that I don't want to be crying at work saying goodbye to students. I just don't want to. So I kind of keep myself from that place. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Because if the reason I don't want to cry is because I'm afraid of being that way in public, then fear is never a good thing. So, more to come on that. But in the meantime, we make our steps of growth. We measure them. We document them. And we move forward to new heights. So tell me how that's going for you, because that will encourage me. Love you, babies.